What's up, guys? Welcome back. Not too long ago, I made a croissant breakfast casserole, and I loved it so much, I had the idea to turn it into a pizza casserole. So that's what we're doing today. We're making pizza croissant casserole. Meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen.
Get that basil. Croissant.
Buttery, crispy goodness.
That basil on there though?
All right, guys, first things first, you need a large mixing bowl like the one you see right here. I want to go ahead and break down these croissants. The reason why I like to do this is because you want them to be a little bit stale for the purposes of a savory bread pudding or any bread pudding for that matter. I'm just going to break these up by hand. No need to make them uniform. They're going to cook down nicely. You could use like 2 or 3 day old croissants is probably the best way to do it, but if they're fresh from the store, you want to leave them out on the counter for a little bit, a couple hours. Just get them a little bit stale. Texturally, they hold up a little bit better that way. So we're going to go ahead and break these down. We're going to make our custard, and then we're going to go ahead and prep the rest of our ingredients. All right, guys, now it's time to make the custard. And again, this is a savory bread pudding, so when you hear custard, you probably think dessert, but trust me, this is going to work out great. If you've ever had a savory bread pudding, you already know, but if not, you're in for a treat. We're going for 3 cups of heavy cream here. We're going with 5 eggs today, so just go ahead and crack them in. I'll try to do it with one hand so you guys can think I know what I'm doing. Hold the shells. Nobody wants to eat those. For our seasoning, we're using my brand new buttery garlic pepper seasoning. This stuff is fantastic. Heavy on the butter flavor, great garlic flavor as well. Just absolutely delicious. You can't have enough of this in there. So we're going with that. We're going with a little bit of all-purpose to cover our bases. We're going to add some oregano to give it that, pizza essence. And then a little red pepper flakes just to add a little pop of heat. And red pepper flakes go good on pizza too. So there we go. Break out the whisk and give it a mix until all of those eggs are incorporated in with the cream. And then we're going to fold that in with our croissants and other ingredients. Be smarter than me and use something that's actually large enough to mix your ingredients in. So we're going to put it into a bowl real quick. Make sure we beat those eggs like they stole something. And then we're going to pour it back in our measuring cup and reserve it until we need it. Next up, it's time to prep the veggies. This is like a semi-supreme pizza. We got peppers, we got onions. You could throw some olives and mushrooms in there if you want to. We got Italian sausage, we got pepperoni. Really, you can customize this to whatever you like. You could also use whatever bread you like. Brioche would be a good option. You could do this with like biscuit dough or croissant dough, crescent rolls, whatever you want to use. I like croissants though. Who doesn't like croissants? I think every sandwich would be better if it was on a croissant. Let me know what you think in the comments. But to me, the croissant is like the perfect vessel when it comes to bread. If you want something like a little bit on the sweeter side, right? If you don't, then I'm going sourdough. All right, guys, so we got the Italian sausage. I'm using mild Italian. You can use sweet, spicy, whatever floats your boat. Today we're using 1 pound of mild Italian sausage. Brown that up nicely, remove it with a slotted spoon, and then left behind we have all of this sausage flavor. That's going to be what we're going to cook our veggies in. So in the Italian sausage rendering, we're going to go ahead and cook the veggies. We're also going to add a tablespoon or so of garlic paste, a little oregano, and some all-purpose seasoning. We're going to cook that down until the veggies get nice and tender. Jesus. Mix that with the sausage. Allow that to cool a little bit because we don't want to cook our eggs. We want that to get down to about room temperature. While we wait for that to happen, we're going to make our pizza sauce. All right, so here we have our tomato sauce. Real simple pizza sauce here. Tomato sauce, tablespoon of garlic, a little oregano. I also like to add a pinch of sugar or a tablespoon of honey just to balance the acidity that's coming from that canned or jarred tomato sauce. A lot of times, the cheaper the tomato sauce that you buy from the store, the more acidic it tends to be. The more you spend, the natural sweetness from the tomatoes tend to come through. Something like a San Marzano tomato, that's going to be a little bit better. It's going to cost you a little bit more though. So you may not need the sugar depending on what brand you buy. But today I'm going to go in with a tablespoon of honey because I was a little cheap on my tomatoes. All right, next up, it's time to go ahead and mix everything in with the croissants. So we're gonna go ahead and add in the sausage with the peppers. gonna give it a little bit more time because it still looks pretty hot, but as you kind of fold this in, the air is gonna begin to chill it enough that it's gonna be safe to handle. Let's get all of that in there. This is gonna be good. The kids are gonna love this. I can't wait to feed it to my son, see what he thinks. He changes his mind on what he likes every day. I'm sure you guys can relate to that. I'm gonna fold in some pepperoni and we're gonna do something on the top as well, just give it that pizza appearance. But let's throw in some pepperoni in the mix as well, because why the hell not, right? For the pork patrol, you can use turkey products for this. Turkey sausage, turkey pepperoni, whatever you like. I'm just gonna get in here with my hands and really fold all this together. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of mozzarella cheese, some Parmesan as well. Plenty of mozzarella on the top before it goes in the oven. A little bit more of that buttery garlic pepper seasoning. And then we're just gonna kind of fold this in a little bit and then start to add in our egg and cream mixture. All right, guys, after about 35, 45 minutes in the oven, it's all set, golden brown and beautiful on top. We're gonna let it cool for about 20 minutes, and then we're gonna plate it on top of that pizza sauce. You could also plate it on the side with the pizza sauce as a dipping option, whatever floats your boat. But this is the part where I say, brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys, looking good. The only thing left to do is dig in for the taste test. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, guys, I found my fork. I am ready to dig in. This is looking good. Quick reminder, guys, that all of these recipes that you see on my channel can be found at MrMakeItHappen.com. Printable recipes. You can screenshot it, follow along, or print it out, take the shopping list to the grocery store. Without further ado, nice crispy croissant there. Let's just get in there. This looks like it's going to be hot. No pepperoni left behind now. That's a big bite. Wish me luck.
This with that roni, pepperoni.
Like this.
I got a piece of pull apart.
Yeah.